Gypsy Chromatics a la Mike Stern. I'm Robin Nolan, and in this series of videos, I'm answering your questions on playing gypsy jazz guitar. And one of the students wrote in, his name's Med, and he was asking about chromatics and how you can use chromatics in your solos and for an example. So it's a big topic, great question, because I see chromatics as basically the glue which connects phrases, connects your lines, and Django used a lot of chromatics in getting from A to B, and we all do. This is a Mike Stern lick. He's one of my favorite guitarists, and he's one of the great fusioneers and very well-respected guitarist from New York City. And he plays this lick, which I sometimes do as well, and it's totally not a gypsy jazz lick, but it sounds something like this. And basically it's kind of a chromatic lick because we're going down, fret by fret. And chromatics means that you don't miss any notes. So chromatically going from that note to B, that is chromatics, just in case you didn't know. And this lick is going chromatically down the fretboard. So fret low, fret lower. So if we're starting on the D, we're going to go D, F. And it's not really, there's no point in saying the names of these notes, just think of it physically. So you're going to, then you slide down, then slide down, etc. So that's all very well, but where do you use that? How does it come in handy? And this is the kind of thing, the thing with chromatics or using this kind of lick is that you're going from A to B, and this is where you kind of using your ear. And basically you can keep this going, keep this moving, this chromatic lick, until you reach a destination or until you reach a good note. So you keep going down, and whatever changes you're playing over, and then you kind of, oh yeah, that sounds good. So then you stop there. So it's pretty kind of, there's a lot of ways you can play it, but let's just say we're playing a minor blues, minor blues and G minors, and C minor, G minor. It's the 12-bar minor blues. So if I'm improvising. So it's hard to explain this, but basically what you do, when I played that lick, I'm kind of going, because a lot of it's not making, harmonical sense, but the fact that you're moving, and it kind of takes the listener on a kind of ride, and then when you hit there, so I was kind of playing over G minor going, I don't know what the hell that is, but let's get out of here. And then when I reached the G, then I kind of played C minor. So I was going. Yeah, so wherever you are in whatever piece, you can play this lick until you reach a destination where it sounds good. So it's about kind of being confident, and like playing jazz is so much about conviction and kind of being sure of yourself. Because if you start to wonder why you're playing these notes and why, then you kind of go crazy. So you have to really kind of go. You kind of have to really kind of go like that. This lick also works going upwards, so you can play kind of. Say I'm aiming for, you're in a piece in C major, whatever it is, and you kind of. So you're aiming at. And that sounds kind of normal and gypsy jazzy kind of what it. So you see what I mean? I'm kind of preceding it with this kind of ambiguous kind of chromatic lick, which resolves only when it reaches there. So it's something you can experiment with. And so going up, we're going to play the note. And it doesn't have to be fast, you know, it could be like. You know, you kind of have to really kind of, it's something which is quite challenging with your ear because you're waiting for that note to reach the note where you can think, okay, we've locked into a real tonal center here. So it's something which you can experiment around. But for guitarists, you know, this is kind of easy because, you know, you just got to slide these things up and down the fretboard until you get to the right place. So it's kind of easy. You know, if you're playing a sax, you've got to kind of navigate all those different keys and all the flats and sharps. But here we can just physically kind of slide up and down. So that's cool. So, yeah, to answer your question about chromatics, there's one way of looking at it, and that's using a kind of pretty hip and out there Mike Stern lick. So enjoy that one. If you've got your own question you want me to answer, then please send me an email at questions@gypsyjazzsecrets.com, and I'll be happy to make a video for you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give me a like. I'll see you soon in the next video. Hey, it's Robin. Did you like that lesson? If you did, you can do 3 things right now to continue your journey into Gypsy Jazz. Number 1, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I hope you do, because every week I can send you a new video answering your questions into Gypsy Jazz guitar playing. Number 2, you can download your free issue of Gypsy Jazz Guitar Secrets magazine, and you can do that by clicking here or going to gypsyjazzsecrets.com. And number 3, you can check out my Gypsy Jazz Transfusion Club, and you can do that by going here, clicking on the button, or go to gypsyjazztransfusionclub.com. So if you'd like to do any of that, just click on these buttons, and I look forward to seeing you in another video really soon.